Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Latrina. I'm a special needs mom, caregiver, and faith-filled woman who has walked through life's toughest moments. And today I want to talk to you about what happens when God is silent or he seems so far away. Have you ever felt like you trusted God with all your heart and heaven still felt like it was quiet? Yeah, me too. And I never expected that silence to hurt as much as it did. This isn't going to be your traditional, motivational, inspirational, rah talk. This is the real, raw, ugly cry version of what it looks like to trust God when nothing makes sense. There was a season in my life where I begged and pleaded for God to show up when my son kept having seizures, when his body laid in that bed pretty much lifeless, when he developed a movement disorder where he would thrash all over the bed. I pleaded and begged God to heal my son. And although I prayed, I begged, I believed, the healing just didn't turn out the way that I thought it would be. And in that silence, I started to ask myself questions that I never thought that I would ask. Why would a good God allow this to happen to my child? Is he even listening to my prayers? What did I do to deserve this? But along the way, as I started to trust God, I learned 3 lessons during this whole experience. The first lesson that I learned is silence doesn't mean absence. Just because God wasn't showing up the way that I wanted him to, he was showing up the way that I needed him to. He was showing up in the quiet miracles like breath in my son's lungs. He gave me strength when I absolutely had none. It was days where I felt like I wanted to die, and waking up every day was a task. The next day that I would open up my eyes, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I gotta relive this new normal again. But God still showed up in ways that I never thought he would. And it was better than what I thought that I deserved. The second lesson that I learned is faith is choosing to stay even when we don't understand. It's not just about those mountaintop moments. The lessons that I learned in the valleys are just as important. Sometimes our greatest gifts come wrapped in sandpaper. Once you get past that exterior, the internal can be mind-blowing. And the third lesson that I learned is your pain can still birth purpose. I have to be honest with you. The silence stretched me. But you know what? It gave me more dependence on God. It showed me that I cannot do this alone. I couldn't have done it alone. I still can't do it alone. I thank God every day for his mercy, his grace, his faithfulness, his consistency, all the things. Because I know it's not me, it's all him. God has had his hands on my family the entire time. The little miracles here, the little sprinkles there, the little gifts of discernment. Don't do this, don't do that. Those are all God's nudges and his love for me. So I'm forever grateful for all that he's done and is doing in our lives. So maybe you're in a silent season right now and you aren't sure which way to turn. You're confused about what you should or should not do. Maybe you feel like your prayers aren't being answered, that God is not hearing you. I want you to know you are not forgotten. You are not alone. God's silence is not rejection. I promise you. He sees all. He hears all. And he knows all. The best is yet to come. If this resonated with you, please share this with 5 people. And also, if you're going through a silent season, I want you to comment below. Tell me and share parts of your story, even the messy parts. I read every single comment. You're safe here. This community was created to lift you up, and this is a safe space. So share below. I read every single comment. Okay? We're going to get through this together. So in the meantime, I want you to keep rising, keep shining, and keep thriving. Until next time, Sunflower Circle, take care. Bye-bye.